Welcome back to another pregame meal. I just came up with that. Yeah, Cooking with Chef is here to give you your pregame meal, right? For the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Now, right now, these two teams are bad. But before we talk about how bad they are, let's let's subscribe, let's share, let's let everybody know what we're doing here. Get this train rolling. All right. So both of these teams are really bad right now. They're a combined, I believe, 1-10 in their last 10 games. Not good at all. Not good at all. So the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers usually play some good games. There have been a few heartbreaking games, Hail Marys and things of that nature in recent years. And they always come down to the wire, especially when the Packers come to Detroit. They don't have that Lambeau home field advantage. If we're looking at the injuries right now for the Lions, A.J. Parker is the only one that has been ruled out to this point, and that's really not a huge loss. Based off the fact that he was one of the guys that was singled out last week for not executing the game plan and not getting his hands on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and subsequently getting Aubrey Pleasant fired. Now, that is an interesting development if we're talking about the Aubrey Pleasant firing. Apparently, according to a poll, only 38% of Lions fans who were polled believe that the defense is going to improve due to his firing. I really don't think that defense is going to improve. I really don't think that Aubrey Pleasant was the one behind the cornerbacks not executing the game plan that they were given. So I don't know what voice you're going to have in that room that's going to be different than his, that's going to say, hey, when we tell you to get your hands on people, you got to get your hands on people. And they're automatically going to go, hey, I never thought about that before. I'll get my hands on him. Thanks, coach. I'll execute the game plan that you gave me. I really don't think that's going to be what the case is. Interestingly enough, 70% of Lions fans, based on the same poll, are okay with the TJ Hockenson trade. They all agree with me. More of you need to agree with me because TJ Hockenson is not Travis Kelce. TJ Hockenson is not George Kittle. He is not Shannon Sharp. He is not Tony Gonzalez. He is TJ Hockenson. At tight end. He's okay. He's not great. He's good, right? He's had a couple of 80-plus yard catches this season, and those were his two good games. And just like the Lions fans should know, if you're a Lions fan that watches the National Football League, if you're a Lions fan that watches those games, you know he's going to disappear. He's going to. That's just what he does. That's what he does. So, but you know what? He's not our problem anymore. And he really won't be our problem when we face them in a few weeks here because he's just not that much of a problem. Is he a matchup nightmare? He's a matchup nightmare for us because everyone is a matchup nightmare for us because the secondary is bad. A lot of misconceptions going on in the national media, and we've got some Lions fans who are quoting the national media. Don't quote the national media, Lions fans, because they don't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to the Detroit Lions. TJ Hockenson is an elite run blocker. No, he's not. The tape says differently. The tape says differently. The tape says that he doesn't do anything at an elite level. He is not an elite tight end. We did not lose an elite tight end. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this pregame meal. Again, this is a toss-up just because they're so bad. I mean, it's a division game. They're bad. The Lions are bad, and the Packers are bad, and there's not a lot of wins between them. You know, the Packers are on a 4-game losing streak. They're looking to snap it this week. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that the Packers are going to come out of Detroit with a win. Their defense has not played up to standard. Their receiving core has not been up to standard. Aaron Rodgers has not been up to standard. Like, nothing has been up to standard. So really, there's nothing to fear in the Green Bay Packers. The only thing to fear is fear itself. No, I'm joking. The only thing to fear is the Detroit Lions defense. That's what we fear every week when we go into any game. Right now, currently. Hopefully with the Hockenson trade, we've cleared some cap space. We can go after some people, some pieces in free agency next year. Hopefully we continue not to win so that we can get that number 1 pick, because we do need that quarterback. Sorry, Jared. You're just not the guy. Jared's not the guy. He's proven not to be the guy. As I've said, you can be our starting second string quarterback. You can start on the bench and you can stay there until you're absolutely needed, which hopefully you won't be. Right? Hopefully what will happen is you'll start coming in garbage time. Like, we'll be so good with Bryce Young that we'll be so far ahead of our opponents. We'll be blowing everybody out, and you can come in garbage time, fourth quarter, and get your token snaps in and, have a good time out there. All right, Jared? That's what we need to see from you next year. We don't need to see any more of what you've been giving us. It's a wrap. We're done with that, Jared. Sorry. But I don't know. I think the Lions have just as good a chance to win this game as the Packers do. I mean, it is a real toss-up, man. I'm going to give home field advantage to the Lions. I'm going to say we win it by 3 points. Hopefully we can get some pressure on Aaron Rodgers. He has been pressured a lot. This year, things have been very uncharacteristic. Bakhtiari probably won't play. I mean, even if they're expecting him to play right now, they may find out that he's not going to play right before the game, which has happened this year. So a lot of uncharacteristic things coming out from the Packers, and that's good for us. Hopefully we can capitalize on some of those things. Aaron Rodgers has thrown picks this year, which he generally does not do. Like, he's historically good at not throwing picks, right? I think he has the best touchdown to interception ratio ever in the history of the NFL. So he's generally very careful with the football. He's been a little bit looser with it this year. He's thrown some picks. So hopefully we can capitalize on some things, man. And hopefully this will be one of those games where, they fire the coach and the players are sparked for whatever reason. I don't think it would be a long-term fix. You got to get some more. You got to get some more talent in here. But other than that, man, that's our shot. We just got to ride the emotional wave. Hopefully, the Packers can't get Aaron Rodgers protected. Hopefully he's rushed. Hopefully he's, making some decisions that he usually doesn't make. And hopefully we'll get out of here with the dub, man. That's all I got. So that has been the pregame meal. So hopefully I will see you guys on Twitter, where I'll be live tweeting the game. That is Pone Juice the Chef, at Pone Juice the Chef, of course, on Twitter. And I'm going to be doing a halftime report on TikTok. And then I'll be doing the post-game breakdown here. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? A lot, and we'll have a good time watching the game, talking about the game. And that'll be that. So until next time, peace.